Recently, world champion in Japan, Will Ospreay, had to vacate his title due to an injury, but recently we've learned a lot of new information about why he really dropped the World Heavyweight Championship. Uh, on the Voice of Wrestling podcast this afternoon, Will Ospreay said he actually vacated. It was reported that he actually vacated the belt after leaving the country of Japan against the officials of the company he was performing with. Ospreay left the country over a number of different issues, both personal in nature and related to the mounting frustrations he had with the office and everyone involved. A lot of behind the scenes drama apparently was going on. He had trouble with, the bookings, and he had trouble with the fact that he wasn't home. And, the pandemic really played a part in that as well. Multiple Japanese wrestlers and at least some from the office believed that Ospreay might be on his way to NXT UK. And the way the NXT UK speculation was described, it reads that there might be a misunderstanding of what NXT UK is. However, there's a lot of words coming from Japan that might be where he'll end up. It also should note that Will Ospreay is still under contract in Japan, so if he wants to leave, he would have to be granted his release. There's no indication that he's asked for one or even that, they are going to grant him one. There is talk amongst the Japanese roster. There is a very good chance of a mass foreign exodus in January, with several contracts are up. It is unknown if Ospreay's contract is up in January 2022. However, various media reports did indicate in 2019 he signed a 5-year contract. Although all of that is unofficial, we don't know exactly what's going on. So, a lot of news. It's not just an injury. Will Ospreay finally gets his hands on a world championship, and he has to vacate it for injuries and now for all of these things, these personal reasons, leaving the country, leaving the company. Trevor, what do you make of all of this?
It's a lot, man. It's a whole lot. And it's funny because it seems like the injury is what kind of started everything. Or obviously it's been going on before the industry can't speak in injury. There we go. Words. Injury.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where you're like when did it start? Did it start because of the injury, or is this something that happened before? I think most performers, whether you do sports, whether you do sports entertainment, whatever you do, you want to at some point be able to perform at home or go home. I'm not even sure. Does he have a family? Is he married or?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I know but from the reports, I think he is a bit homesick. He wants to be back in the UK. He wants to at least be able to go there and see people, I would assume.
And that makes sense. And again, we're not, as Omer says, we're not saying that he's going anywhere. His contract is clearly on for another 5 years, but we're just saying speculation of what we've seen. And honestly, it would make sense. A guy who's homesick, who's from the UK, it makes sense if he wanted to go to NXT, UK. But he's done so much good work where he is now. He's done amazing work where he is now. It's taken him a while, but he's on the top. It's a shame to see him drop it that quick just because of an injury. And I honestly hope a lot of it is just speculation and not true, honestly.
Yeah, look, the timing of this came very, very quickly. And there are, this week, there are multiple wrestlers did confirm that he did walk out and he is not in the country any longer. So
no, I did hear that.
So that's a big thing to take into account. That's a big step to take. And once you do that against the wishes of the company, maybe he doesn't want to work in Japan anymore. Maybe he just wants to, go home. And if that's the case, if Will Ospreay, let's say the contract work out, they grant him a release. Let's say Will Ospreay somehow manages to get out of his contract and goes to NXT UK. What would that mean for NXT UK to get a talent of the likes of Will freaking Ospreay in their roster? Especially you got people like Walter who are already there. That's a dream match right there.
Crazy.
Walter versus
I was just
Ospreay.
About to say that.
Yeah.
But you have to drop. You would have to drop the title to Ospreay, though. You would have to.
Absolutely.
Maybe not right away, but you would have to give Ospreay that title. Like, I mean, I know Walter's doing an amazing job with it, and we have both ranted and raved about how good Walter is, but like you would have to give Ospreay that title. And could you imagine how stiff that match would be? Oh my god, that would be one of the stiffest matches in history.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would be great. And I think that could be a potential if you want a new face of NXT UK and you want a face that's gonna put butts in the seats, as Tony Schiavone likes to say.
Right.
That's the guy, because I'm telling you, NXT UK will sell out like 20,000 people arenas whenever it's safe in the UK to do so. If Will Ospreay is the guy, I think he is.
If you have Will Ospreay in UK, you can take him to NXT as well. And could you imagine some of those matches over there?
Oh yeah, put Ricochet versus Will Ospreay part 2 again, and like
Finn Balor,
or Finn Balor, man, like no, but like, could you imagine they did that in WWE? That's like the only disappointing thing, the fact that it would be in WWE, and they probably wouldn't let him go all out, because if there's any match you want to go all out and just forget about psychology, forget about all this stuff, just do kicks and flips. It's Ospreay Ricochet, man. Like say what you want. It killed the business, as Jim Cornette said, but the business is apparently thriving and better than ever. So it didn't. But man, that first match they had was one of the biggest spectacles I've seen in wrestling.
Like
it looked like Dragon Ball Z in real life. Like like it was awesome. It was just awesome. So
what show was that? I remember seeing the match. I don't remember what show that was.
I could be wrong. I think it was an Evolve show. Not Evolve.
No,
not Evolve. It was, I think, maybe not ICW. I don't remember what it was. I think it was something in England. Something in England, but regardless.
But man, it was a damn good.
You got a lot of dream matches with Ospreay. Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.